Families in crisis say they've been left out in the cold by changes to the federal government's childcare subsidy. Childcare payments were overhauled in July, and while it's helped many parents using mainstream services, families relying on home care say it's been chaos. Julie Doyle reports.
You want sticky tape?
In-home care is just a small part of the childcare system, but for single mother Selena Cotton, it's been a lifeline.
It's a main part of our life, and now it's just all been taken away.
Before July, Selena Cotton's in-home care was fully subsidised. The government has now set an hourly cap on how much it will pay, but providers argue it's way too low to cover their costs. So parents are left with gap fees they can't afford.
This care is for children that's classed as at risk, and we're the most vulnerable, but we're just left out in the cold.
In Melbourne, Emma Renison tells a similar story. Her son has a hip condition and uses a wheelchair. She was up for hundreds of dollars a week in gap fees she couldn't pay.
Nobody wants to be in this situation where they're having to ask for help like this. And so to ask and then be told, well, no, you can't really have it, and is a real difficult thing to have to deal with.
In-home care is reserved for families who can't use a regular childcare centre. For many, it's because they're facing a crisis, such as a major illness. The ABC has spoken to several families in this category, including one mother with cancer whose care was cancelled without notice.
This is 10 weeks in from the 2nd of July. It's a shambles.
Louise Dunham runs a Melbourne agency that places carers with families. She says many of her families have had to cancel their care, and some providers have closed their doors.
Families are angry and they are very disheartened.
The Education Minister Dan Tehan says the new childcare system is already being evaluated. But in the meantime, the sector wants the changes to fee arrangements reversed. Julie Doyle, ABC News, Canberra.